Hey guys, Guitarman122508 here, back again with another Superman related review. This time out we're going to be looking at the DC Collectibles Earth 2 Superman figure. Yeah, this is the packaging I was talking about in the New 52 Superman figure review. I think I prefer this style a little bit more. Maybe it's just because I kind of like the turning page thing. But overall it doesn't really matter. So let's look at the packaging on this guy. This is obviously based on the New 52 Earth 2 Superman. So here on this side we have the I guess pre-production photo of what this figure is supposed to look like, and it says based on artwork created by Nicholas Scott and sculpted by Steve Kiwas. I think I pronounced that right. If you haven't read the Earth 2 title from the New 52, or at least I've read like the first volume and a half, check it out. I think it's pretty good. It's definitely not the Earth 2 that comic fans are used to, but it's certainly got some new things to offer, some interesting things, and ultimately I've ended up enjoying it. So here we have the other figures in the line. We have excuse me, we have Hawkwoman, Earth 2, Bruce Wayne as Batman, and then we have Wonder Woman, and if I can find that Wonder Woman, you can bet I'm going to be picking it up. At the top we have a picture of the figure. It says, continuing the battle against the hordes of Apocalypse, Superman fights to protect all life on Earth. Based on designs seen in the monthly Earth 2 comic book, is the latest action figure from DC Collectibles, Superman. And on the side, we have a modified image of the picture that's on the side of the Earth, I guess Earth 1 Superman? Or Prime Earth, or it's all kind of confusing. But the regular New 52 Superman, sorry, you can see he has the Earth 2 symbol and the Earth 2 belt design. At the top we have the Earth 2 logo, DC Collectibles. Alright, and you got the figure right here. So let's bust this guy out. We got one piece of tape on each side. Alright. And again, I picked this guy up at my local comic book shop. He cost me about $24, actually less than that because I got him on sale. And this one actually differs in his packaging, whereas the other Superman had the little doubled up rubber bands. This one has the twist ties, which makes it a little bit easier, but of course you have to be careful not to damage any paint. And of course there's a twist tie at the back, and there's one for each foot. So just kind of bear with me while I get this undone, and we'll take a quick look at this figure. And these things are annoying. It looks like I already spotted a paint defect. I'll give you guys a closer look at that later. One more and then we can get him out of here. Okay. Come on. Let's try getting him by his feet. 1 foot, 2 foot. One thing you can be certain of with these figures, they definitely make sure that these things do not come loose in any way. So you know your figure is going to be protected at all costs, which is absolutely great if you're a collector or if you just want to have your figure coming out looking nice. Spin this cape out of here. Alright. So, get him. Try and get him to stand. Okay, that's about as good as I'm going to get him. Alright, so here is the Superman figure. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a zoom in on him. Okay, the one thing you'll notice about this figure, the face sculpt is not that good, unfortunately. He looks like a child, which is kind of off-putting, and it kind of reaches into that uncanny valley territory where it looks human, but it's also kind of frightening to look at. It definitely looks better out of the looks better out of the packaging than it did in the packaging. I will say that. I absolutely love the metallic color scheme they got going on the symbol. You can see it's really reflective. And then on these little gauntlets, and then on the boots. And of course I have mentioned that there's a paint defect that I noticed right here. I don't know if that's just, yeah, no, that's just a piece of the paint missing. Of course you have, oh wow, you got 2 peg holes on this thing. And yeah, let's look at that face a little closer. My camera will focus. Sorry guys. There we go. Now, let's try backing him up a little bit. Alright, it's not going to focus. You can kind of see what I mean though. It just doesn't look as good as it should. Especially not when you compare it to the, I guess, the pre-production image or the initial design of the figure. Come on, cooperate with me, camera. There we go. Yeah, it looks a lot more like Superman in that photo, and again in this photo, than it does with the actual product. It's not too bad, and unless you're like really looking at it, well, no, actually, from far away it looks a lot better. So that's pretty much all I can really say about that. As for the figure itself, let's give you a little bit of a rotation on this guy. Really simple, no S on the back of the cape, and it really kind of falls in line again with the Earth 2 style suit. He doesn't stand too well. I mean, I guess I got him standing alright just now, but you definitely have to work with the posing a little bit. I really enjoyed this line. Definitely thought that there were some cool things that were offered in it. But he's not in it all that often. Or no, he's in there for like the first issue, and then he gets killed off along with Batman and Wonder Woman. And then Val Zod, which is a new Kryptonian, he comes in and takes his place. And I'm kind of hoping that they put out a figure of him, if they haven't already, because he was awesome. I really enjoyed his character. I loved his suit design. I just want to see more of it. Of course, you can see right here that the boots are kind of inspired by the early 1940s Superman comics. It definitely gives off that vibe, which is really nice. And of course, there's sculpting on the boots. Come on, camera. Sorry about that. Yeah, got a little bit of sculpting right there. The muscles are pretty well sculpted. He's definitely a ripped Superman, which is awesome. And I love how this is metallic. I really dig the sculpt on this cape, especially this little bit right here. As for articulation, you can move his head left, right, up a little bit, down. You can cock his head a little bit, which is nice. As for his arms, you can go outward, go up, down. My joints are a little bit tighter on this one. You have a bicep swivel. You have a bend at the elbow, And as opposed to the New 52 Superman, this one has rotating wrists. Of course, these do not have a swivel at the waist. His legs, no real articulation. They can go out. He can kind of do that. That's about as far as his legs will go out. They won't really extend forward that much. You can see right here. And they really won't go back very much. But a steal. You have a bend at the knee right here. You have I guess a calf rotation, and then you have an ankle joint, which is something that the New 52 Superman didn't have. So all in all, this figure's not too bad. Still not a big fan of the face sculpt, but it's not enough to really keep me from liking this figure as much as I do. I'm actually really impressed with it, and I think it will make a nice companion piece to the New 52 Superman. So if you like what you see here, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to Up, and Away, either through Podomatic or through iTunes. We're also available on Facebook. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.